back in the third set, take the 1v1, even things up, if you will, or not even things up, take things from being even to push them forward into the lead. So here we go, Jack and iAmJP, and this time wall breakers out from both, apparently.
Yeah, it's not too surprising here, and of course, we might be seeing the same variation. We'll see how they go as time goes on. Another interesting note here, Andrew, the difference in choice, with Fav Gaming choosing to play seated and Team Queso choosing to continue to stand as they have all season.
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting thing that you point out. Team Queso has always been a big fan of standing, and they've really been only the few in the league that ever have, considering when we were in studios, a lot of the players and pros were actually upset that they couldn't sit down at the podium. So, hey, do what makes you play the best.
I remember SK Gaming in particular being, to their chagrin, the idea of standing. And you understand why, with OP, Sam, and Morton both being somewhere between, I don't know, 6'6" and 8 feet, it seems, when you stand next to those guys. So having to bend over on those podiums, not comfortable.
Yeah, pretty incredible super arena we were in, but, you know, when your head's almost hitting the ceiling for Morton and Sam, it's not as comfortable. So here we go. Wall breakers on both sides. Jack off to an early lead here, and I know it's early, but it is really tough when you're down against something that looks like a mirror matchup with this type of archetype. It's not a big hitting one. It's not like a big beatdown. It's all about getting these hits throughout the 5 minutes of gameplay, and iAmJP is already down by quite a bit. Yeah,
a little over 400 HP if you go crosswise from Jack's top right-hand tower to JP's bottom left tower. JP, of course, has been a really great head-to-head player for a long time. Started his CRL career back in the European region with Dignitas, where they fell just outside of that playoff picture, and took some time away from CRL, then went to CRL Asia, where he played for Kicks. So maybe some familiarity, of course, with Fav Gaming from that 2019 campaign. And now he finds himself here in a bit of a hole, but again, a lot of experience to fight out of it.
So here we go, iAmJP up high with those archers to help clean up the wall breakers. 100 down low to clean up the miner. A lot spent, 4 elixir down, but a lot on the board. And very, very little damage done to his opponent. So he goes with an aggressive fireball. I don't hate it.
It got almost 5 elixir off the board between where the troops actually were in health and those bats as well. Miner to the inside of the hunter does look the correct direction. Very important there for JP, but still that earthquake putting a lot of damage, and that cycle's going to be nasty as we get near the end here.
Yeah, exactly, and that was a really, really fortunate interaction there that iAmJP's hunter was able to turn and get on top of the wall breakers and then on top of the miner. But, you know, with this much of a damage lead in the hands of Jack, I can't imagine he drops this game.
Well, of course, a very talented 2.6 Hog Rider player. People know him primarily for that deck from the earlier stages of his career. Of course, don't see a lot of that out of him in CRLs. It's not totally competitively viable. But you talk about talent in terms of head-to-head play. Jack in 2018 alone hit for the cycle with a 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place finish.
Wow. Wow, then you see him cycling that earthquake on the left-hand side, now having to deal with this push on the right from iAmJP. It's a decent push, honestly. It's not going to get the tower down, but definitely creating a bit of a threat.
And this was the most important catch of the day for JP. He needed to pick up that miner here. That's going to keep things within range. And now it's his turn to go the opposite direction. A nice fireball in, and that's going to be, no, the miner does not retarget as the knight gets pushed to the wall, but no further.
That might have been the overspend that puts the coffin in the nail for JP. It's going to be a really, really important defense here. I like the archers up high to help with the wall breakers and the bats. He's done that a couple times. Will it pay off?
And that's gonna be it. Jack takes the 1v1 set. We are going to the